Grant, how do you view tonight's point?
I thought we played really well tonight, really, really well. Possession, how we moved the ball, how we created opportunities. One opportunity and they get in the first half and it goes in the back of our net, and that's probably just the way it's been going for us recently. I think back to the game at the weekend. We should have had a free kick, in my opinion. Doesn't get it, then they get a soft free kick and the second goal and goes in and just kills the game for us. But tonight, I thought the players showed tremendous attitude, tremendous aggression to get back into the game. Obviously we're disappointed with the red card. Again, it was probably a soft one in the first half on Lavery where Louis tried to win the ball and he's just nicked in front of him. Second one probably is a yellow, but it's just avoidable really, and we thought it was as harsh at the time. But then, to come back, the boys, I've said this before, there's a tremendous group in this changing room. We kept believing. We kept the three at the back and also almost went lopsided. It was almost like a two at the back really, just to try and get into the game. And it happened for us. And I'm pleased for Tom. I'm really, really pleased for Tom because he's had to stay patient, he's had to stay calm, and he's trained very, very well, and he's deserved that goal tonight.
Got in the right area, didn't he, for a striker? Exactly where you want him to be.
Yeah, it was a good move. It was a good build-up play and out to George Moncur, and that's what George can do. Driving at people, and there's more of that from George for sure. And I'm sure the more games he plays, the better he'll get. Great little pass, and then good calmness from Keane to pick out Tom. So really pleased.
Strange scenario, the red card, because it seemed to give us something a little bit extra as well on top.
Yeah, we had a good chance, didn't we, after that? Really good chance again, some good play, and the keeper's made a fantastic save from Tyler. But yeah, it's the way we play, the way we're playing at the minute. I've been really pleased. Obviously, the results haven't been going our way, of course, but I've said this before and I'll say it all the time. We have to keep our performances good. We have to keep creating opportunities. It's going to change. It's going to fall. I feel as if we can go and hit somebody with a good scoreline. But we just need to keep believing. I said to the group in there after the game, I said, look, you need to believe and trust what you've got in this change room, because you've got some really good young players who are finding their way in the game, finding their way in the championship, and they're only going to get better.
Yeah, like you say there about those young players being put into tough situations like that, being 1-0 down, having to really work hard. That's going to be a good something to put in the bank to look back on and see how you get out of situations in the future.
I hope so. Every game in this division's a big challenge, isn't it? It's a big ask. We've got a lot of players who probably haven't been at the standard or played at the standard, and they're finding their way. They're learning on the job, and we believe in every single one of them. Every game's tough. We've got another tough game at the weekend against a Neil Warnock team who I believe have won tonight against Sheffield United. So again, they come thick and fast in these games, and we'll look forward to the game when it comes.
A couple of players obviously still missing, things like Honeyman and Huddleston. How close are they in any shape for Saturday or a little bit further in the future?
Yeah, probably. Josh McGuinness, possibly maybe for Saturday, but I don't think he's right there. I think he's probably going to train back into this week. Maybe too soon for him. Honeyman will be after the international break. Tom Huddleston will be after the international break. Randell Williams is not too far away. He picked up a little knock in training. He may train later on this week. And look, we need everyone fit. We really do. And when we've got everyone fit and we can pick from a fully fit squad, I believe we're going to be better. But great credit to the players tonight. They deserve that. From breaks that haven't been going our way over recent weeks. They deserve that tonight.
Andy, how do you view tonight's point?
Yeah, well, going down to 10 men when we were 1 down, it was vital for us to get a goal. So in the end, I think we'd take a point, but we know we need to get the 3 points, and we need to get them quick.
Without quotes, what was the mood like in the dressing room at half-time, being 1-0 down at half-time with the form, obviously, difficult situation, but managed to grab something? Got to stick with each other no matter what, the circumstances of everything. We've got to stick with each other and we've got to keep on trying to get each other going. And I don't think it was, there's still another 45 minutes at half time, do you know what I mean? So it was, listen, we've got to go out there, got to work our nuts off, and we've got to get something from the game. As being part of the midfield trio, did you feel you controlled the game this evening?
I thought we had more possession, maybe in the base of things, but at the end of the day, you can have more possession as you want. You need the 3 points at the end of it. So, I'd say disappointed, but considering we went down to 10 men, towards the end. I think it's a point, and then we've got to go on Saturday, and we've got to get 3 points on Saturday.
I asked the gaffer the same question. Have you ever seen a game change so dramatically after a red card in favour of the side that's gone down to 10 men?
No, it's a weird one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was strange, you know. It felt like we had probably the extra player in it towards the end, and we had a chance, and we could have maybe not nicked it at the end with Tyler. But yeah, it was just a strange game towards the end. Obviously, it looked like we were going to get a chance and maybe win it, but we didn't. But we need to change them draws if we're getting draws, and we need to change them into wins. And yeah.
And how great did it feel to get your first place in the starting 11 this evening? Obviously, been coming off the bench a lot. How did that feel?
Yeah, definitely. I've been working hard, you know, to get a start, and I got it tonight. And hopefully, I can get a good few starts under my belt, and keep on showing what I can do. And I could only get better with game time.
And with Middlesbrough coming on Saturday, how do you turn from tonight's performance 1 point into 3?
We just got to look at the positives. We're getting in good positions, but we're just not being clinical enough. Maybe in the final third, and we've got to find a way out to put the ball in the back of the net. And obviously at the back, we've got to be a bit more solid. I think did well tonight, the defence, and I think it's been set pieces mainly, which have been doing us over the last few weeks. And yeah, I think we was all right defensively tonight, but final third, we just got to find a way out to get more than one goal maybe.
Yeah, because just to add to that, obviously it's a very young side in comparison to some of the other teams in the division. So games like tonight will really help the experience when they're going through their development, finding the peak of their powers.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the young lads there, they're superb. You know, they've got a big, bright future. And out of them, really good players. Like, I've played with a lot of players who've been that age over the years, and I've come here and I've said to a lot of people, the young lads like Keno and Greavesy for their age are superb, and with experience they're only going to get better and better. And I think from last year they've obviously had a great time winning most games and being champions of League One, and now they started off to a tough start of the year in the Championship, which can only be a learning experience for them. And yeah, it's a learning experience for everyone, you know. If you get over these times and we can get a win and then get on to another win and we can get a win streak, football can change really quickly. And yeah, it's just experience, and they're going to have very bright futures ahead of them.